Hello everyone. I am so glad you're joining me today. I have a really cute card, beautiful card really, to show you today. I'm going to show it to you real quick while I do some talking, but look how gorgeous this is. Isn't this, it's just stunning, isn't it? I love this card. So I really wanted to use this new Noble Peacock Designer Series paper. Can you guys see that? It's like foil accented. It's incredible, and I'm going to show you some bigger sheets of it in a minute. But so I really wanted to use that. So that's where the colors came along. This is Blueberry Bushel, so I knew I wanted to use Blueberry Bushel. And so then I just threw in some Highland Heather and Granny Apple Green, and isn't it a beautiful card? I love it. There are a couple things that I want to remind you guys real quick before we get into the card making. Hey Alicia, remember that if you want Paper Pumpkin for next month, for July, you need to start subscribing. And they announced today that it's going to be paired up with 3 different sweets in the catalog. So I'm really excited about that. I haven't had too much of a chance to look at it. We have been going nonstop all day really. I did a little bit of stamping this morning, but then we've been out of the house. We've been gone pretty much all day. It's just been one of those days. It's Take a Trip Tuesday in my house, so we're gone anyway, but it's just been one of those days. We've just been going nonstop, and we got home and the kids were like, "Can we go to the park?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So the kids just have endless energy. I don't know where they're getting it. But make sure that Paper Pumpkins for this month, for June, have already started shipping. So make sure that if you want Paper Pumpkin in July, make sure you sign up for that. Now's a great time to join my team. If you love the catalog, if your wish list is super long, get everything at a discount. Okay, let me show you this, this Noble Peacock DSP. So I was cutting for all my paper shares, and this one is just, that's my favorite. I'm trying to juggle it all. So this is the Blueberry Bushel piece, and I've already cut into quite a bit of it. I love that. I think this one is my favorite. I don't know, the Old Olive one is pretty spectacular too. But isn't it beautiful? So all of these are like foil accented. It is stunning, you guys. Just stunning. And then here's the Old Olive one. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh. Can you guys check that out? All of that foil. And on the video, it's just not picking up how spectacular this is in real life. So you guys have to get this DSP. This is incredible DSP. And then there's one more. You get 4 sheets of each of these when you purchase. So it's such a great deal. And this one is Pretty Peacock. And can you guys see those like medallions and flourishes and stuff? Isn't it just stunning? So get this DSP. This is pretty amazing DSP. But along with the DSP, but wait, it gets better. If that DSP wasn't good enough, as if it's not, I mean, it's incredible. I'm going to go through probably packages of this. There is also some coordinating foil sheets that go with it, and I probably should have left that open. Here, let me pull out some more sheets. See how unorganized I am, you guys? So there are coordinating foil sheets that go with it. So this is the Blueberry Bushel one, and look at that blue foil. It is just remarkable. It's so stunning. And then here's the Old Olive foil, and let me pull out the Old Olive paper, the DSP. Isn't that just amazing? I am just like, these products just blew me away when I saw them in person. You have to get them together. You cannot get one without the other. You have to get them both. And then here is the Pretty Peacock. Here's that one again, that medallion one. And then the Pretty Peacock foil is just amazing. It's pretty spectacular. If you loved the Grapefruit Grove and Lovely lipstick foil that we had during Celebration, you will definitely want this foil, because this foil is pretty amazing. So I had to use this today. I just had to. So that's where that came from. So that's where our card started. I really wanted to use it. And I had this kind of layout in my head with these flowers, so I really wanted to do that too. So it all just came together. It all worked. So we're going to make this card. It's so pretty, isn't it? Oh, I just love it. Okay, so let's just start with our stamping first. We're gonna get all the stamping out of the way. Now I've already pre-stamped and cut a lot of these out, so we're only actually gonna stamp one flower. But if you were making the card, you would make sure to stamp. Oh, let me show you the stamp sets we're using. Let me show you. We're using 3 stamp sets too, because I couldn't. This card is over the top, you guys. So we're using this stamp set, the Floral Essence stamp set. I'm using both of these flowers and the leaf in this one. We're using this one, the birthday backgrounds. We're using this little pattern. I wanted something behind my cards to break up that white a little bit behind my flowers. And so we're using this one. And then we're using the itty bitty birthdays for our greeting. Okay, so these are our stamp sets. So you will need, of the bigger flower, you need 1 each of Blueberry Bushel and Highland Heather. Okay, so we have those. And then you'll need 2 Blueberry Bushels and 1 Highland Heather. So I've already done 1 of each, so we'll do another Blueberry Bushel. And I've already gone ahead and heat embossed our greeting too. This is heat embossed on Blueberry Bushel. This is white embossing powder. But I got that out of the way ahead of time because this card is a little time consuming with all the stamping and stuff, even though I've done it ahead of time. And then we're gonna need 3 leaves. So I have 2 leaves ready. So we're gonna stamp another small flower and a leaf to get started. Okay, so I just have a scrap of shimmer white paper. This is the white I'm using. You could use our regular Whisper White, but I really wanted to pull in all that shimmer from the foil and stuff. So we're using the shimmer white cardstock. Okay, and Blueberry Bushel, we're gonna start with this one. We're gonna stamp our flower. And we just need 1 of these, but again, if you were making this, make sure you would stamp all that you would need. And you guys, there's no dies for these flowers, so we're gonna have to fussy cut them. But if you are not a fussy cutting fan, then just use flowers that you maybe already have dies for, because that will make your life so much easier. I like fussy cutting, so we're gonna go fussy cutting. For the center here, I'm using gray granite. So pretty. And then we need 1 leaf. So I'm gonna pull out my Granny Apple Green and I'm gonna stamp my leaf. Okay. The leaf actually coordinates with a punch, so we don't have to worry about fussy cutting that one. It coordinates with a punch, and we're gonna cut that out. So this is our leaf punch, and the leaf will just be punched right out of that. So we'll just line this up. Make sure our leaves are lined up. I'm not too worried about the stem lining up because that's all gonna be hidden, but I do want my leaves nice and centered. Perfect. So that's our 3rd leaf, and then we're gonna cut this off, and we're gonna cut that in just a minute. Okay, we're gonna do the rest of our stamping before we get to our fussy cutting. I have a piece of more shimmer white cardstock that is 5.5 by 3.5, and we're gonna stamp our background on this. And I'm gonna pull out some paper because I'm gonna go off the edge a little bit, and I don't want to get that on my mat. Okay, so we're gonna use gray granite again. Man, you guys, it's just been like one of those busy days. We have just, nonstop, guys. We went to the library this morning. The kids have been complaining since like Friday that they were out of books to read. I'm like, okay, I'll get you to the library. I promise I'll get you to the library. And so we finally went today, and they had they had like a program going on, so we stayed for the program, and then we had lunch, and the kids wanted to go to the aquarium, so we went to the aquarium. I mean, it's just been non-stop. But again, it is Take a Trip Tuesday, so I can't complain too much. So I went ahead and stamped that twice. I'm not too concerned about all this little overlap in the middle. This pattern is a little messy to begin with, so it can be messy on the card. Hey, Kathy. So okay, I'm gonna pull up my paper a little more because I don't want to spray anything, but I'm going to add a little bit of splatter. I have my Blueberry Bushel, and then we'll move my paper out of the way so you guys can see better what I'm doing. So, but I just use it in the lid. I put my brush tip in the lid and just flick it, and that gives me some fun little splatters all over my card. Okay, we're going to set that aside. I'm going to do some fussy cutting. Okay, so when we were out today, the kids really wanted to go. I mean, they wanted to go everywhere. And I have been having some problems with my contacts lately. And so I've been wearing my glasses for the last 3 days straight, which is almost unheard of for me. I don't think I've worn my glasses for 3 days straight since probably I got contacts in, I don't know, like when I was 15 or 16. So it's pretty weird to be in glasses and not contacts. But I'm so sensitive to bright lights, and so with the sun, we couldn't do anything outside. And I kept telling the kids that, and they just want to keep going outside. And I said, well, not until I can wear my contacts again, because I don't know. Well, part of what's going on with my eyes, I mean, my eyes are fine, but my prescription got all screwed up. So when I ordered some new contacts, they sent me the wrong prescription for my left eye. And they're fixing it, but it's still going to be a couple days before I have contacts for both eyes. So it's, you know, it's just one of those things. Okay, we're going to start assembling now, because did you guys see how quickly I cut that flower out? I don't even know if I was on camera. I hope I was. I was just talking away. Wasn't even chatting. Okay, so we're going to put our flowers on. Let me bring in the card so we know what our flowers are going to look like. And I'm going to use dimensionals, of course. We're going to start with our big blueberry bushel card. Now when I put my dimensionals on, I'm going to leave the outside of, I'm only putting them in the middle because I want the outside of the flower to be free of dimensionals, because when we start sticking our leaves in, I don't want the dimensionals to get in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and hang this one off the side a little bit. I'm going to put my other big one down. Actually, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to leave too much room. I'm going to go with my Highland Heather one. And these flowers were so easy to cut out. You guys, it went very fast. And even this morning when I was cutting all of these flowers, it went very, very quickly. So don't be intimidated if you have to fussy cut flowers. But if you love this card, but you don't want to fussy cut, then just use a stamp set that you have dies for. We have lots of floral stamp sets with dies, so it'll still work. But these colors are so pretty together. So you guys can see I'm just layering up my flowers. Just one dimensional for the small ones, and then I'm just using 2 in the middle for the big ones. You can see how quickly this is going, you guys. So the longest part of this card is really just fussy cutting all these flowers, and even that didn't take too long. So that one I kind of tilted on the side. How pretty is that? It's like a cascade full of flowers. So pretty. So I'm gonna flip all my leaves upside down. I'm using some liquid glue for my leaves. You can use glue dots. That's cool too. I'm only putting leaves on I'm only putting glue on the 2 outside leaves. And that way this top leaf can be kind of pushed up a little bit and give a little bit of dimension there. So pretty. Okay, and then some more glue for another one. And this one's gonna be tucked in right about there. Okay, and then our last grouping of leaves is just going to be tucked in down here. I'm just going to slide that in. Oh, look, I got glue all over it right there. That's okay. I'm going to clean that up. Perfect. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty, guys. Isn't that stunning? I just love it. You can do this in so many different colors. If these aren't your colors, that's fine. Do it in other colors. But, I mean, the whole purpose of these colors was so we could use this amazing Noble Peacock DSP. So, we're going to pull out our card base while our leaves dry and set up. I'm going to move that out of the way. So, I have a Granny Apple Green card base. This is 4 1/4 by 11. We scored it at 5 1/2. And then I have a piece of the Noble Peacock DSP. And this is 1 1/4. It's by 6, but you want to cut it at 5 1/2 to fit on your card. So I'll just be trimming mine. But it's 1 1/4 wide, and you can probably even get away with only 1 inch strip of it if you were making a lot of these, or if you really wanted to just maximize your use of this DSP because it's so pretty. Okay, so that's gonna go on the side, isn't it? Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. I can't get over it. I did a live with my team on Sunday, and we went through every single DSP because my order had arrived for my paper share. And so we went through every single DSP, and my team will tell you that when I got to the Noble Peacock one, it was so pretty. I think I kind of lost my mind on the video. I don't know. I was extra tired on Sunday from stamp camp, so that little piece of foil, that Noble Peacock foil I just put on the back. And this one was cut a little long too, so I'm just going to trim that off. So we just have a little bit of that foil showing. And then we're going to stick this on with dimensionals. So I'm going to throw some of these on. But I told my team that if they get that DSP, you have to get the foil to go with it because they're so stunning together. So if you pick up one, just pick up the other as well. So it's so pretty. So in this month, when you place an order of $50 or more, I'm going to send you some of our Noble Peacock rhinestones, which I'll show you guys in just a minute because we're going to use them. They're so pretty too. When I got those, I was kind of blown away. The whole Noble Peacock suite is like, it's up there. I had a few customers at Stamp Camp who told me they want to use that in an upcoming class. So it may be one I have to get. So, okay. Clearly I cannot glue and talk at the same time. So, okay, we got that down. I left just the tiniest bit of the Granny Apple Green showing on this side, but it's so pretty. Okay, we're going to put on our greeting. I told you I already heat embossed this on blueberry bushel cardstock in white. I'm going to put a little bit of snail on this side, and then I'm going to use a dimensional on the other side because we want it all to be the same level. So it's going to be popped up on the right side, and then on the left side it's just going to be flush with the flowers. So I'm just going to stick that down. So pretty, you guys. What do you think? Okay, finally, our Noble Peacock rhinestones. Look at how gorgeous these are. I'm just going to start using these on every single card because they're so beautiful. So we're going to use the blue ones over here, the blueberry bushel ones. I have my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to start with the largest one that I want. Let's see, can I use my Take Your Pick tool? We'll see. I'm going to put that over here by the greeting. And then I'm going to take the next size. We're going to put it up here. And then I'll take one of the ones from up. And this will go down here. Okay. That is our finished card, you guys. It's so pretty. I love this card so much. So I'm going to bring in both of them. So what we use today, and we're going to go over the stamp sets again real quick. This is our Floral Essence stamp set. It does not have coordinating dies to go with it, but it does have a coordinating punch for this flower. So you could do this with that flower and just stamp them there. Maybe only do 3 flowers, maybe. But you will have to fussy cut these if you use these. But I think it's worth it because they're beautiful. And then we use the birthday backgrounds for a little texture in the back, and then of course our itty bitty birthdays for our greeting. So that is the card today, you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you want to place an order, please head to my online store. Use this host code. If your order is $50 or more, I'm going to send you a package of these gorgeous rhinestones. And I will be back hopefully next week at the same time. I'm going to try to aim for Tuesdays at 3 o'clock every week, but I will let you guys know ahead of time, so watch my Facebook page. But this is my last week of jury duty, guys, so we don't have to worry about jury duty interfering anymore. So this is it. But I thank you guys very much for joining me. Please let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.